All right, we're live. All right. Welcome, everybody. Those going to be popping in on Twitch and YouTube. We're about to take on a new name, and we're going to use Kings, who's not with us tonight. King is sadly not with us, but we're going to be using his most favorite thing, RNJesus.
His nemesis.
Oh yeah.
Do people even have arch nemesis anymore? If you get this
I do.
reference, I love you.
I do.
At this point, I think RNJesus is King's arch nemesis.
Mhm.
All right. So I got all the names in: Initiative Inc., Dice Goblins, Silly Syndicate, Gods of Chaos, Chaos Gremlins, Knights of Chaos, Nerds Unleashed, and an admirable array of adventurers. Why do I have a feeling that was one that Babs came up with?
I actually think that was the librarian.
Oh, that was. All right. Because that is a mouthful.
That was the librarians from the last time.
The alliteration writes itself, so that's what I was saying.
Also known as
So, here we go.
Let's spin it.
Spinning.
Who do we get?
Dice goblins.
We got the Dice Goblin.
Dice Goblins.
woo!
All right.
We have a name.
So I will be changing the Discord's name to Dice Goblins as well, and Mindless can eventually one day get around to the artwork for the channel.
Well, oddly enough, Babs has sent me what she believes it should look like here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that.
I like it.
Yeah. Primarily because I'm not going to pay for Canva to create it
Chris has
in
Canva.
Canva.
Yep, that's
I
why.
asked
That's
him-
why you get the artist friends here to do the work
Yep.
here.
Doesn't say you have Canva.
No, I have Krita. Look, see, I'm over here.
Oh, you
Doing
have
this. I do this by hand.
it. Yeah.
I
Nice.
do this by hand, lady.
That's awesome.
This is Zaz, by the way, or at least it's going to be. I hate the proportions, but it's how dwarves are. They're stocky.
Oh yeah, Dice Goblins was just a bunch of. I think you need to throw some goblins in there.
I've already been told to add goblins.
And dice. Dice. Good go.
Dice are already in it.
Reference.
Dice are already in there. Trust me.
I trust no one.
I trust you.
Let your paranoia consume you. Yeah.
Nice skull, Terry.
Oh, you're talking about Fred?
Yeah. I guess. I like
Right.
if that's Fred. Yes. You also have Deadpool behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, my daughter got me that. I have to remember camera versus the image. I have to find a point of reference and then move.
Yep. You kind of have to.
Right?
This is why I get rid of the camera option altogether.
That makes sense.
Join me in 2D. Join me.
All right, well,
Seems like a
why
lot
don't
of
we
work.
have Allie in here? Because I think I pretty much got everybody else's things set up and in writing so I can actually remember it. So, the point of, we're just going to call it what it is. The point of blackmail that Sheriff Isaac uses to bring you all together. As we know, Zaz got into a fight with Isaac's brothers.
Okay.
Beat
Pippi,
them
we don't need to
soundly.
ask.
Thank you very much.
Say what?
I love how you say that. Pippies, do you really need that?
So we have Sheriff Isaac. Okay, got it.
Right.
I'll
Siri,
beat them soundly, I tell you that much. I'm not gonna budge on that at all.
That you got to fight with Isaac's brothers.
Siri accidentally killed a target. Dimwit Dan, aka Dangerous Dan, who was only called Dangerous Dan by Dan, but actually did him a favor as he was stricken with the worst case of syphilis ever seen.
Oops.
Clyde stole the ever frying pan. Doc, hers is easy, being a woman practicing medicine without proper license. What did Warren do? Or what minor inconvenience is
I think I wrote
Sheriff
this down.
using to blackmail Warren?
Oh, I think I wrote that down in the chat, if I remember correctly. Because you asked that same question. But for me, it is my gambling habit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Ran a
Oh,
massive
no.
gambling debt.
Gambling debt. Can't say I ever touched the stuff here. Only when it's a sure win.
I only gamble with my captures.
That's what I thought it was something related to that, but I couldn't remember and I couldn't find it in the chat. I'm like, I'll just ask her.
You're good. You're good.
How good's your luck stat?
Other things that we discussed Friday is chimeras do not exist, but Pippi thinks they do.
Mothman
Zaz
exists.
and Pippi knows that the purple worm is real, but nobody
And
else
Zaz knows it as well.
Yeah,
Pippi and Zaz.
Yeah, Zaz and Pippi both know that the purple worm is real, but nobody else believes them. Everyone is confused when Pippi says that she's afraid of nightmares, thinking she's talking about the bad dream, not knowing that the actual creature is real. Pippi is also afraid of Nargles.
Nargles. Got it.
Nargles.
Like
Nargles.
like 40K or like love?
No,
Lulu
not
Lovegood?
Nurgle, not Nurgle, Nargles. Apparently, it's a Harry Potter thing.
Okay, so it is the Looney Lovegood one. All right, got it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
It's all good.
That was the other thing. Since we have Artemis in here. Okay, Pippi, of course, is from the Feywilds. Clyde is from Draka. Doc is from Akalet City, which is on the Sword Coast. I believe she said that's in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's around the same place.
Where is Warren and Siri from?
That's a good question.
That goes with the backstory. What backstory? Question, please hold.
Do you know what happens when you don't give Terry a backstory?
I am working on it. I have the worst writer's block known to man.
I
Please
can.
hold.
I
Would
need
you like
to.
to know what happens when you don't give Terry a backstory?
I'm going to. I need to do that after this stream here. I need to send you the Doc X for that,
He's more important.
Terry. Remind me
Okay.
before I forget. Or maybe I'll
Not
just
a matter
send you
of-
the. Maybe I'll just send you the updated PDF of my character sheet.
I need
It's
to
in
fill
there.
that out more.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and name off some of the larger cities that's on the Sword Coast.
I was gonna say, let's pull up the map, Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, wrong map. Wrong map.
Not. Well, unless you're going to be from.
Not what I wanted.
Well, I know Siri. Siri is not from Big Mesa.
If you can pronounce that, I will say that I am from there because that's from the Leonin actual character page. I just am not entirely sure how to pronounce that. Oros?
Nor am I because I can't see it.
Let me.
Orskos?
Orskos?
Let me see here.
I was gonna say, let me go over to Discord and look at the map.
Yeah, you can either look at the map or
No.
if you want your character to be from the
Okay.
I
Sword
definitely
Coast,
need to look at the map a
you
little
can just
more.
pull up the Sword Coast map.
Yeah.
Because
well,
that's where you
we're
get
not in the
Baldur's
Sword
Gate, Baldur's
Coast.
Gate, Neverwinter, Daggerford, Mirabar, Silvery Moon, Helm's Hold.
Rolls. No. Champagne, let's see. No, there's the map at.
Leonin, Forgotten Realms. Here we are.
We have.
Powerful.
So you got Iron's Heart, Silverwood, Silverblood
Personality,
Bay,
ability,
Silver
society.
Heights, Stonebed, Stormhaven, Bitterroot.
Let's see. Yours is. I know yours is a. You are a. I know you're a version of Elf. I just can't remember the daggum name top of my head.
Eladrin.
Yeah, Aldrin.
Um,
Your best bet, especially with you being a ranger, means you're probably going to stick around where your people, where you'll blend in better.
Right. Well, that's why I'm looking at like Thorn Hollow, somewhere in the forest.
That'd be the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thorn Hollow.
Or Fort Torchhold would be good.
Yeah, Port Silverheight or Port Greenleaf, because those would all be heavily elven.
Yeah.
Areas, so you'd blend in better.
Correct. I'm thinking on the definitely the east side of the map here.
Well, sure. My tongue does not want to work tonight. That's what she said.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Since you are a Eladrin, so yeah. I'd go with being from Thorn. Why is it doing that to me today? Thorn Hollow.
That's what I was looking at. Thorn Hollow specifically. I think we'll do the southern portion of the Feywilds, just right on the border there. Not quite in the Feywilds, but close. Because some of my features are kind of fade.
Oreskos. Yeah, that's the word. Oreskos.
You're particularly from one type of natural environment, adaptive shielding, surviving situations.
Kind of looks
I'm a natural
Greekish.
explorer, so
Almost
it
Greek,
would make
yeah.
sense to not be
That's what I was thinking when I was looking at the. I'm like, that looks kind of Greekish. So,
Yeah, but it's
Oreskos?
from the actual source material, so
Yeah, it's
Oreskos.
they're from the plane of Oreskos.
Yep.
So wait, are you saying you are from that plane of existence?
Sure, why not?
How
So I'm
old
gonna
are
put
you?
that in there. I'm gonna put in.
It doesn't matter.
not much, Tally. You missed the new name. Thanks to RNJesus, we are now the Dice Goblins.
Thorn.
Yep.
Everything is made up and the points don't matter. Don't worry about that.
I am from. That.
I guess we should change the server name.
Yep, for sure.
Let me get on that here. Dice Goblins.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
yeah,
could be
right.
why there's no other
You're a
Leonins
mod. You can do
about.
that.
Yeah, well, it depends on what permissions I have, and yes, I do have those permissions.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think all of you have administrative permissions.
That's horrifying.
It has been done. It has been done.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, we just need to get a replacement for the logo.
All right. That's
Working on it.
Right.
I'll do it later.
Um,
Not doing it now.
Terry, are there other Leonins in this world?
From.
Well, yeah, there are other Leonins, just not in Big Mesa,
Thorn Hollow.
or at least not that. You're not that.
Common?
Your species isn't that common.
Which border?
Okay.
Okay, so it could be that they're just
Feywild.
recently come over from that plane too. Okay.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Being like,
Okay.
oh, maybe Big Mesa is where they just exile people from my plane.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll work.
We're gonna do.
That'll do.
And here's a few other things. Bat Squatch exists, but it's a Yeti dressed as a bat who wanders the night helping people. Zaz has heard of Bat Squatch.
Never seen him.
The Mothman is real.
The Mothman is real. Okay.
The dog has access to the healing slap. Because we can't have a campaign without somebody having healing slap.
Oh, who it's Mondo Man Doc?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rando's
Okay.
Doc.
Like Doc
and known as
Holliday?
Doc.
Yeah.
Doc Holly.
No, more
actually.
like Dr. Doc.
Oh.
Yeah.
Her I don't remember what her last name is here, but it's
Quinn.
Holly, her first name.
Holly Quinn.
Oh yeah, Holly Quinn.
Oh.
There we go.
Instead of
There we
Harley
go.
Quinn. Harley Quinn.
Oh, see, I was
Um,
thinking Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
The
That's
goat
it's
man
also a
is
play for
real,
that.
but it's just some homeless dude who's high wearing a horn hat that lives underneath the bridge.
Wait, who is?
The goat man.
The Goat
Thank
Man.
you. Okay.
So we got the Goat
I didn't get
Man.
Goat Man.
And who else?
I'm on your bridge, goat man.
We have Timon and Pumbaa. They're two
Really?
druids stuck in wild shape.
I just want two very random NPCs named Timon and Pumbaa. Like, that's all I wanted.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh,
Oh,
here's the thing.
no.
Here's the thing. So we can't say that technically on live, but that's the spell, but they keep mispronouncing it, which
Yeah.
is why they can't
Yeah.
change back.
Please be careful with Disney-related stuff, as it will
They're-
get
Yeah,
us
they're
DMCA.
brutal.
They are very brutal, apparently.
Yeah. Fair. You're not wrong. Okay.
You at the beginning of this campaign, you'll be issued a deputy's badge, which negates Pippi's offensive spells, and Ciri will be given the Fey jar.
I'm so excited.
How quickly are you going to be
which
putting her in
is
the jar?
a 20-inch tall, 10-inch diameter mason jar that
Okay,
is
be
in-
careful because she'll break her wings like that.
Then
Her
don't have them
wingspan
out
is
when
more
she
than
puts you
10
in there.
inches.
to keep your wings closed. That is enchanted against all fairy magic, and the lid has holes.
Just don't let her stick her fingers out through the holes.
The owners of
I'm
the
not
local
responsible for what
brothel
happens
is
to her
Big
then.
Mama, who is a halfling, and Little Daddy, who is a half giant. And we got
Breathe,
Three-Finger
Artemis.
Joe the Barber, who's a hobgoblin.
Three-fingered Joe, that's right.
Big Mama and Little Daddy is what happens when you say something in character.
God.
I hate that my
Yeah.
horror brain, though, because you said that and then described them, and my brain went to 13 Ghosts, and went, oh no,
Big Mama is the reason why Dimwit Dan had everything, or had the worst case of syphilis the world has ever seen.
Oh boy.
okay. I don't need to know that much detail, but okay.
And,
You-
Big Mama is also one reason why why Doc Holly is still
Employed.
very well in business.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone just thought about treating her?
Again, that's not for lack of trying. She won't keep the legs closed. I'm sorry, that's horrible. I know, but there's no other way to say it. There's no other way for me to say it.
As you're working on the character's legs.
I know. The irony is not lost on me. Thank you very much.
And Three-Finger Joe is barber, as in the old school form of barber. The one that done everything, was the dentist, was the doctor, and cut your hair. He cut everything pretty much. Your hair, your flesh, and your teeth.
All right. So Three-Finger Joe is he multitasks. He does
He's
all
an
the
old
things.
school barber.
He's a jack of all trades.
He's the old school barber who actually went to some sort of school in here and did actually do something.
You cut stuff.
They were barber surgeons.
Mm-hmm. Barber, surgeon, wood making, cuts the wood with a saw.
I done heard Three-Fingered Joe was in the war. Not sure what
That's
the
what I was
hell he
thinking.
did.
I'm like,
Not sure what the hell he did, but somehow or other he came back. I heard it. Hell, he came back with 3 fingers, a long stare in his eye, and somehow or other still goes to visit Big Mama every weekend.
Oh, Lord.
I'm adding to the lore now. Thank you very much.
Let's see. What war? That's the thing. Because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, it would, we need to give him a little bit more, And I'm like, a war vet. But what kind of war?
Without naming the company or the specific mouse realm character, all I can think of is the live action with Hermione Granger, and all he said was, "Ever since I came back from the war," and no actual explanation which one it was supposed to be. I vote just that. It's just ever since I got back from the war, and everyone's just like, "What war?" But it's like war? An ongoing. No one actually asked them which one. It's just a what war.
Okay, I think that's what we'll do. We'll anytime anybody mentions anything that Three-Fingered Joe does when you're in high noon, anything he does, that's just because he was in the war. Never mention what.
Which
war? Why does his
eye
twitch like that? Well, he's seen things in the war.
He done seen things in the war. Don't ask me which one, because he's never told me which one.
It's bad enough that my character has a cape of billowing that's a trench coat that will do it in dead air. No winds required, and will confuse people. Because she is that extra.
She's so extra that when a sandstorm blows through, it's blowing from east to west, yet she's standing with her back to it, and her cape's blowing from west to east.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yep. Wait, hold on. How is brightly colored carabiner class for keychain hooks women's rotating carabiner because they're brightly colored? Screw you, Walmart. Sorry.
You're not wrong.
Sadly, you're not wrong. So yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
There's some things that I find women's. I'm like, why? Just because it's brightly colored? Why is it?
Yeah. Well, apparently bulk ordering these are like 50, and I'm like, I need more. Although Amazon had a pack of only silver, and I was hoping for multi-pack of 1,000 for like $60.
I have a Bantam Mag surf reel. That's pink. Or actually it's rose gold. But it was labeled women's surf. I'm like, what the hell did a fishing reel become?
Become gendered because it's pink.
Bold of you to assume that all women like pink.
I have a friend who just became a local Leo, and he said, "Yep, nope, I specifically bought a pair of pink because they sell them of law enforcement handcuffs that are pink." He's like, "I specifically bought a pair." I was like, "Good on you. Demoralize them when you take them in." And he's like, "Yeah, no, more just because of like causing chaos." I was like, "No, that's more your alley. You're not wrong."
And no one's going to steal them and walk away with his cuffs.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've met some of his female officers in that department, and they might.
Okay, fair.
That is totally fair, actually.
No, he's also my personal trainer, so it's kind of funny because he is jacked. I'm like, I appreciate this so much. Do not pull me over and arrest me. Thank you. He's like, I know what you drive. I was like, I don't care.
All right.
That's his way of saying no promises.
I know that, but I'm also not silly enough to get pulled over. Oh, those are fun.
Fair enough.
I could do that.
Let's see.
Horoscos. I keep coming back to that word.
And
It's
since
fun
high
to say.
noon is going to be, basically your base of operations, because that's it's the largest city, the largest town in this desert. We already got
And
some
because we have no
characters.
choice for being blackmailed.
Yeah, you're not getting paid because you're all being blackmailed.
Dumb.
I want to add a few more NPCs just for y'all to interact with. Because we have the barber who Three Finger Joe can come in handy, especially if y'all need things for healing that Doc doesn't have on person, or doesn't have the material to provide. Well, Big Mama and Little Daddy are pretty much just for comic relief. You got Hugs, who is the owner of the saloon, who is a level 20 defense fighter, so do not fuck with Hugs. He will wreck your shit. In fact, that was his name back in the war. It was Hugs, wrecker of other people's shit.
So what I'm hearing is we goad someone else into fighting him.
I'm still trying to figure out which war.
He is responsible for making sure that Pippi attends class.
Yeah, we need a principal or a school administrator who make sure Pippi is.
Or a responsible teenager who really wants to learn and understands that if she doesn't show up, he can't learn. Or she.
Jenkins.
Is his first name Leroy?
No, I'm just picking the name Jenkins here. That you can go for a last name here of some kid here, or that could be Principal Jenkins or Teacher Jenkins. I don't know.
It's gonna be Administrator Jenkins.
Administrator Jenkins. I don't know. And Jenkins is such that's such a interesting last name because that can be male, female. It can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right. What is Administrator Jenkins?
A jerk.
I think it would be funny if he was a Kaku or a Kinku.
Kinku. Okay. I will.
Oh, yeah, I like Vitaly's idea. It's an Eric Coker with no feathers on the top of its head.
So,
a balding Kenku or Aarakocra.
So a vulture then. What happened to the feathers on your head? What happened to the feathers on your head?
I pulled them all out trying to get Pippi into the classroom.
There you go.
Well, when I first started this scholarly institute, I had a full head of feathers. But Miss Pippi has drove me completely and totally insane, and I have managed to pull them all out.
What would...
Lord.
Oh, Lord. No, dude. He's got to have the foghorn leghorn voice.
I say.
Yeah. I say, I did have feathers on the top of my head, but I say Miss Pippi over there, she done went and drove me plumb wild. I mean, plumb wild. And I pulled them all out.
What's the human expression? Pulling hairs? Well, I pulled feathers.
Do you hear me, boy? She drove me crazy.
Probably actually say that to Zaz, actually, believe it or not.
Meanwhile, she's casting like fairy lights around his head. Just for the shits and giggles.
She keeps casting dancing lights on him, but just on the top of his head. Goes around walking like a disco ball.
Yeah, bold.
Very nice.
My my eyes.
Ugh.
I like this.
We do not have an owner for going out of business.
Wait, what?
We don't have an owner for going out of business. Okay.
Cahill.
Going out of business, LLC, Incorporated, Core, AARP.
Cahill.
Mr. Cahill.
Chill.
Mr.
I'm
Cahill.
working
Or Miss
past
Cahill.
that. I'm trying to figure out what the race should be.
All right, Mr. Cahill. What is Mr. Cahill?
I think Mr. Cahill should be a.
Mr. Cahill.
We can make him a lich.
Oh my God! Yes.
He's a lich that only
I
wants
think
to
a
show
kobold.
you his wear.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say Cobalt Lich.
Well, Hugs is a cobalt.
Yeah.
What about a lizard folk?
Goblin Lich.
Goblin Lich? Good lord. Or a satyr.
No, we are dice goblins.
Yeah, a satyr. Yeah, satyr would work too.
Oh, Satyr.
That'd be-
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
Yeah, Tater
and he's
Lich.
got the voice of Oh no, what's his name? Hercules. Danny DeVito.
Philly. Yes.
You gotta remember, I gotta do these voices. I can't do Danny. Well,
Of
maybe
course
I
we can.
I'm the
Of
trash
course
man.
we can. Got nothing but trash. Now eat the trash. Why? Because I'm a satyr.
Wait, what?
What? I'm having fun.
That'll be his thing. You keep like finding him back behind the wicked mimic, in the trash can, pulling out the cans and chewing on the wrapper.
Oh my goodness.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
That was fun.
All right.
I have
Let's
no
see,
idea what my Amazon cart currently looks like.
Okay, we have the saloon owner, of course, which is Pugs. We have the owner of going out of business. You can get some healing supplies from Three Fingered Joe. What else do we need?
Do we have a general store?
Well, going out of business is pretty much your general store. It's just
A library?
specialty specialty.
A
items.
library in the Wild West?
Yeah.
Sweetie, you are hoping
What
far
are we,
I was
too
gonna say
much.
we got the saloon. Check.
What are we, nerds?
We have a salon.
Yeah.
We got somebody who cuts hair. Barbershop.
We got the general store,
Yep. We got the general store.
which usually doubles as like a post office, at least
Yep.
in the Wild West.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you guys all. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. What's the problem?
Let's see. We got the schoolhouse already.
The brothel also doubles as a hotel.
You
That
got
was going to be my next
you got the
question.
fishing store, the fly shop, card
That
shop
would be general.
In the desert?
for fishing.
In the
In
desert?
the desert?
No, not in the desert. I'm more in the Feywild. I mean, yeah, not in High Noon. I guess you're right.
Then Tally, that's going to be Timon and Pumbaa. They're going to be just constantly loitering outside of his shop, and he keeps running them off.
Let me
okay.
think. You got a hotel that's a salon.
What are you doing in front of my place here? Get out!
Is there going to be an inn or a hotel?
That's the
The
brothel.
brothel.
The brothel.
That's the brothel.
That's a very blazing
More of-
saddle situation, by the way.
What is it? It's a brothel, it's a saloon, and it's an inn all at once.
Do we have a
No,
bank?
saloon is separate.
Saloon?
Hugs wanted nothing to do with Big Mama and Little Daddy.
No,
Oh.
that's fair.
That's
Do we have
fair.
a bank and a jail?
Oh, we don't have the sheriff's
Yeah.
office.
Well, we do have but we have the sheriff Isaac.
Sure.
Yeah, but we don't have the sheriff. The sheriff. So that'd be the jail. So yeah,
Well,
we do
wouldn't that
have.
be part of City Hall?
No, not necessarily.
Man,
No. Sheriffs usually had their own office, their own place, separate from things like the
Yeah.
mayor's.
But the sheriff is also the acting mayor.
Not always.
No.
Yeah, but
Oh,
in
you're
this,
right. You're
Sheriff
right. You're
Isaac
right. You're
is
right.
the-
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Do we have the Governor William J. LePenamain's Thruway Toll?
I'm sorry. What? No. No. I'm done with this here. I'm sorry. What?
Do we have
Come
a one
on,
room
you-
schoolhouse?
We already got there.
We do have a one room schoolhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got the
We already have a
schoolhouse,
school.
got the jail and sheriff's office.
Eh,
Also, what? Why are you looking at me, mindless? What'd I do?
I'm looking at because
Last
I need to
National
know.
Bank
I need to
of
know
High
this
Noon.
this name.
What? Governor William J.
We need something
LePenamain?
to rob. Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
I
not get the
approve.
reference?
No,
I
not
got
really.
the reference.
Oh my god, it's Blazing Saddles, Mel Brooks.
Even I got
Good
that
Lord.
reference.
Oh my
Good
god, Babs
Lord.
got it and Mindless
Do you?
did it?
Okay. Here's the thing. I have actually seen Blazing Saddles. Unfortunately, it's been so long. I don't remember a doggone thing.
It's
I'll be
one of
honest, the
my
only reason
father's
why I'm doing that is because I was
hyper-focused
trying to
movies.
pull up the company names that was on the town in there because it was all Johnson, and I wanted to figure out what the store names were so I could suggest them, and that popped up in the images. So that's how that got popped up real quick.
Okay,
Blazing
then Tally
Saddles
comes up
was-
with another good idea. The bank manager's the most nervous person you've ever met. Let's see.
Yep.
What would be the most nervous race in a desert?
Water Genasi.
There you go.
Water
Water
Genasi.
In the desert.
Oh, Water
So Tally,
Genasi, a
since you
sea
came up
elf.
with it, what is the name of this character?
Water Genasi in the desert. That could-
Give me your
That's good.
wisdom.
It's
Yeah, it could be a sea elf,
Hadley.
it could be a Water Genasi, it could be oh, what's the other one that I'm thinking of? Hold on. I gotta see if I can find it. Sea elf, Water Genasi, a Trenton or Triton.
Oh, a Triton. Mm,
Yeah. Essentially any water race because it
Wait.
entertains me.
Wade the Water Genasi.
there you go. Wade Willington
Oh, Jesus.
of the Willington Bank.
No, it's the last National Bank of High Noon. You don't want to know what happened to the first National Bank.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what? You're right.
God.
I don't want to know. You're right. I don't want to know.
I'm trying to think what else you in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Here we go.
Train
Oh,
station.
okay.
Or coach station,
Train.
something of that nature.
Yeah.
Like mass transport. What
Oh
is
yeah,
a Graveborn?
like the
Great.
police
No,
station,
no.
like the post office.
You're talking about a Graveborn?
I haven't scrolled through a lot of the expansion species yet, so I'm scrolling through now, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at the Crooked Moon Part 1, and I'm looking at these going, what are these, and why do I want to play them?
Kinky.
Look, the artwork's sick as hell, okay?
Yeah, well, it's giving me Ghost Rider vibes, honestly.
Mm. It's spiky with armor. I'm a simplistic person.
I'll take either one here at this point.
Mm.
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh,
We're
God.
going to have a mind flayer. He's the mortician,
Mortician.
and he might be a little crazy.
A
Nice.
little.
Just a tad.
Oh.
He's friend. He must be friends with Hugs.
He's crazy because of the war.
So he's friends with Three-Fingered Joe. Got it.
He served with a three-fingered Joe in the war.
Yep.
I thought he
too
was
will
friends
tell
with
you which
Kevin.
war.
I just thought he was friends with Kevin.
Well,
Long exposure.
No, not necessarily.
His
Not,
name is going to be Headley.
his name's going to be what? Heavy?
Headley.
Headley.
Hello.
I was about. Heavy.
And
He's
always
going to have
this way,
Russian
and then
accent.
Somebody comes up to him and goes, "My name is Headley."
Okay, Hetty.
If they're gonna be some
That's a
farms,
good way to
out-
earn yourself a one-way ticket to the graveyard there.
It's another Blazing Saddles reference.
we're in the desert.
Is his last name Lamar? Or is that going too much copyright? Although, is it still copyright with it being that old?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Depends who the publisher was. If it was 20th Century Fox, then yeah, you're not getting that.
Yeah. That's why he only goes by Headley, and anytime he sees y'all, he comes running up to you with his measuring stick, and he's taking measurements every time before y'all leave.
No,
Just in
Lord.
case he needs
Oh,
to
who
get his
is the
coffin running.
Undertaker from Back to the Future? Did he ever have a
Hmm.
name?
The
I don't think he did.
Undertaker? No, he didn't.
Let's see.
Mm.
No, he just had it. It just gives the actor's name.
mm.
The Undertaker.
Prefer Headley.
So is there like a cactus caretaker by chance?
What?
They're like a cactus caretaker. Someone who takes care of the plant life of the desert.
What plant life? It's a desert.
I'm talking about the cacti.
About the only thing that grows out here is no, there ain't no cactuses around high noon. The only thing that's around here comes through here is tumbleweed.
There's not even cactus as well. Tumbleweed, got it.
Cactuses require a specific type of climate. Specifically one that does occasionally get some sort of moisture.
Fair.
Not all
Could be
deserts
scrub
have it.
brush.
Yeah.
Sage grouse.
It's more
Tumbleweeds.
dramatic. It's more dramatic if there's nothing but tumbleweeds.
Oh Lord.
But you're not wrong. Shrub brush. In some areas that may have more water, you might find razor grass.
I'm speaking of tumbleweed. I'm adding that. There's going to be tumbleweed crossing signs everywhere.
Nice.
That actually is perfect.
I mean, out in Arizona, there actually are tumbleweed crossing.
I believe it.
This is because I know this. I do know this.
I think they're that way down. I know out west in far western Texas, like up against New Mexico, there are
Yeah.
the tumbleweed crossing signs. I'm not too sure about down in South Texas. I don't recall.
No,
ever seeing
there is
them.
not. There is not. There are not very many tumbleweeds down here.
Clyde says his particular idea of the Grim Reaper is a beautiful woman named Adriana.
Oh, hey Dave. Yeah, I am currently over here drawing Zaz. Let me zoom out. Show you.
Nice.
Figured I'd do this while we're all brainstorming, because I have yet to put a face to the name.
Ugh.
It's actually until Friday.
Do we need a speakeasy, Terry?
Hug sells pretty much all the alcohol.
Got it. He has a
Or you can
monopoly.
go over to. We need to figure out a name for the brothel.
Ooh, hold on.
She got it. She got something.
Artemis is working on it.
Yeah, I figure out what the actual name was in the movie.
Oh, for crying out loud, another one.
So what? You don't even know which one I'm talking about.
I don't know. I've got my
Chicken
suspicions.
Ranch. Bet you
What?
don't know that reference. Chicken Ranch.
Chicken Ranch
Yep.
for the brothel.
Yep. It was used before.
I'm very confused.
You're not the only one.
Oh my god, you all are uneducated. Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. Best little in Texas.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Oh, but it's such a good one.
Okay, I am
Mhm.
going to pop something into the player chat.
You mean the one I can't see?
Oh, I'll also no, the player chat, not the private chat.
Oh, in the Discord? Okay.
The
Discord.
The High Noon player chat. What the hell is a player? Talking about playing cards?
Ooh, we need to have a poker shark or some sort of game shark.
Oh yeah, card shark. Yeah.
Sold. Absolutely sold on that. No worries.
Terry, I would add Back to the Future 3 to the list.
Oh no,
Oh,
don't make me watch that.
Dice Goblins is already taken. Is it?
Oh,
Is it?
What? Please hold
Who's
on,
it taken by?
No, that's Mystery Dice Goblins. Oh yeah, Dice Goblins UK.
reroll?
On you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll re-roll it.
Well, we don't have much of a choice if it's taken. Let's go for it.
We bring up RNJesus again.
And take off dice goblins. Don't leave it in there.
Oh, you turn monkey. You. I gotta come all back in now.
Maybe take out Admirable Array of Adventurers since Terry can't actually say it.
It's just that's all it is.
She's not wrong though.
I think the librarian put that one in there just because he knows I have a speech impediment.
Do it anyways.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, share screen. Put it up. Here.
Here he goes.
Bandit. All right. Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. What is the lesson that we shall learn?
Oh. Now let's make sure that one's not taken too.
Ooh, that was my choice. Not my suggestion, but my choice.
I'm not seeing anything. It keeps wanting to revert everything to chaos gods,
Yeah, chaos.
which is just a term, not a trademarked name. Looks like we are good on that one. Make sure.
I don't think so. Yeah, doesn't look like it is.
Yep, I think we're good on that one.
All right.
Although the term Gods of Chaos is associated with the Games Workshop trademark, it doesn't belong to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. I'll change it.
So we checked on that one. Someone collect manure. Gentali.
Tantali, what'd you do? What did you do?
She's adding things. to
Someone
that.
collect manure.
Someone collect
Manure. There's someone collecting manure everywhere.
Who cleans up after the horses?
The stable hands is what cleaned up after the horses.
So we have a stable somewhere too in town.
Do we have horses or do we have centaurs?
That was a good question.
So what?
Do we have horses or centaurs or both?
Well, centaurs are sentient beings. So.
It doesn't mean they
Doesn't
still
mean
can't
they
pull
can't
things for a
work.
living.
Yeah. I mean, your Big Mesa borders the Feywild, so you'd have centaurs and minotaurs all crossing over all the time. Oh, that was something else I was going to add as well, just for poops and ha-has. The twins.
Mm-hmm.
One, their parents are a minotaur and a half horse or a horse-like satyr.
Oh,
So one looks exactly like a horse. The other one looks like a regular human.
the one
That
that looks
sounds
like a
very
horse is a
familiar.
rogue, isn't it?
Yeah, the horse is a rogue.
No one will
Of course
ever
he is.
believe you. That's okay. I don't even believe myself. And Tali's got a good point here. A centaur runs the stables.
Yeah.
What's his
there we
name?
go.
Nathaniel?
Oh wait, no. It's going to be a centaur and a horse-headed minotaur. That's their parents. So one's full horse, the other one looks full human.
Okay.
All right. And is our rogue horse, what's he called?
We don't know.
Bob.
I was thinking Nathaniel instead of Nathaniel.
No, Lord.
Did you just do a pun?
Lord.
It was
I
spelled.
just done a pun.
Did you just do a pun?
I totally. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's perfect.
Come out of
And
it.
Mom runs the stables because she's the centaur.
You didn't like my pun?
I do like your pun.
No.
That does not like my. My list does not like my pun at all.
I'm just glad it's my toe that's broken and not my ribs.
I didn't know your toe was broken. I hope it feels better soon.
Their names are Jesse and James.
No, God.
And they have a pet. Tabaxi. Or they're always hanging around a Tabaxi.
Oh my god.
I just have to be prepared for trouble. You know what? Better make it double.
I can't.
If the twins are at it again, well, prepare to trouble. Give me a double. The horse,
Jesse.
Bartender, I'll
twin
have a
speaks
trouble.
normally, but the human twin only speaks horse.
Bartender, I'll have a trouble. You know what? Make it a double.
Okay.
Any of them like to play around a poker?
How lucky you feeling tonight?
Always. Always up for a game, mindless. Those.
Gotta
Okay.
get
Poker,
yourself into
rolling the
character sometimes.
dice.
James is the.
Jesse and James. Oh my God, we're actually doing
James
this.
is the horse.
Oh, come on.
Yes, we are.
James
I love it.
looks like a horse, but speaks common.
Of course.
Jesse looks like a human, but can only speak horse.
Why don't you talk to them? I don't speak horse, so I can't understand that one. That one over there, I have my doubts that that one can actually speak horse.
So what's the name of the tabaxi they're always hanging with?
John. I don't know.
Okay.
If we name him John, he's going to be just a little on the pudgy side, bald.
Do I need to go get him?
With a headset on. Nobody knows what the headset is.
I'm sorry. No. Thankfully, I was not in character when I said that.
No, we have to do that. We have to do that.
No, we don't.
Okay.
All right,
Okay. Bring
Maxie,
it.
John, slightly pudgy. Bald. Wearing a weird device on his head.
Wouldn't be a scouter for now.
Always screaming about a guy named Napa.
Yep.
That's
That's about right.
too long. We turn them into NPC.
Yep. Okay. We have to do Levi next.
I love it.
I just want my receipt. Give me my receipt. My God. How difficult is that?
Forgot to mute yourself again, didn't you?
Shoot.
I'm sorry.
Oh, just again, just to pay homage. The name of their gang is Villain Support.
Birds of it. Love it.
They're the Villain Support gang. Levi's the mysterious boss that they never see.
There you go.
Sometimes I think Levi is more chaotic.
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
All right, so we have Administrator Jenkins, Mr. Cahill, who's the owner of Going Out of Business. We've got the jail and sheriff's office, the Last National Bank of High Noon, and Wade Willington, the water genasi, who's highly nervous. The mortician, Headley, it's pronounced Hadley, the crazy Elithid. We have the stables, Templeway Crossing signs, the twins.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Good. Timon and Pumbaa, Bat
Yeah,
Squatch.
we have to remember to mention them because if we don't,
Yeah, Timon, I need to put that in there. They're always hanging out in front of the general store.
Speaking of such,
What's going on?
you can say hi.
Hi.
hey,
Are we all talking about me?
Yes.
Yeah.
yep,
Good or bad?
yes.
Okay, cool. Can you keep the dogs?
Yeah.
I'm at table reading.
Yeah, no problem. Got it.
The room's staying relatively cool with the family. Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Let's see. Oh, what did we name the brothel?
Did we name the brothel?
Hold on a sec.
I had suggested chicken ranch, but I don't think it was fully decided on. So like whatever.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
certain people didn't get the reference.
I was just having fun because I'm currently fighting trying to find this receipt. I have a paper copy, but it's downstairs in my backpack, and I don't want to go get it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. She forgot to leave herself muted, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Hey,
Classic, classic Allie.
I can see it. I just cannot pull the receipt. Wyndham is not very helpful, by the way. Their website choices.
I believe it.
IHG is phenomenal. I'm gonna have to go downstairs. That makes me sad. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to.
Why does my right ankle hurt when I broke my left toe?
Because you've been supporting most of your weight on your right ankle, which means or your right leg. So your right leg is taking the beating. That's why. It's just overuse.
Why must be logic?
Yeah, for the time being,
What?
we're going to call it the chicken ranch unless somebody comes up with a better idea.
Yeah, stick with it here because I can't think of anything better.
You could call it Mona's.
Big Mama's house.
I like both of those. Except for Mona is spelled M-O-A.
Oh God. Okay, I'm not getting any more of this done here. I'm gonna keep it up here, but I'm not getting any more of this done. Look at that cowboy.
Maybe that's Big Mama's real name. Her real name is Mona, but everybody just calls her Big Mama, although she's a halfling.
I mean, Mona as a brothel owner makes sense because, the
yeah.
moaning.
On the nose, but hey, we're well past that. We're well past the time limit here, so go for it.
I'm
I
back.
mean, this is supposed to be a comedy, so
Yeah.
the goober apparently has not been paying attention and didn't realize we were streaming.
Which
Audacity.
Which goober?
Take your first. What's your first guess?
I'm gonna go ahead and say the librarian.
Yes.
Oh,
I
what?
said, "Are you joining the stream?" He said, "What stream?"
Of course.
Hit him with a tomato.
Tell him pay attention to Discord.
Right?
Mhm.
All right, well, I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh.
Then tell he's working overtime with clipping.
Who's working overtime? Why are we working overtime? Oh, the overtime. Get paid without having to pay more taxes, please.
All right, lost you guys for a second.
All right. So general store post office, that's also going to be basically like the train station. Because back in the Wild West, a lot of times that was the case where it was general store, post office, train station was all one place.
Yep.
At least according to Red Dead Redemption.
No, you're correct.
No, it's
That
it's
is
fact.
accurate.
We have the saloon, we have the brothel, we have the sheriff's office, we have the bank, we have the stables. The inn is also located in the brothel. We have our inn.
Oh, fine.
That sounds like a small town.
I feel like we're missing something.
A rancher, a nearby rancher. Lots
Or
of men.
3.
Yeah.
A church.
Yeah. Let's.
You're missing
come
a
up
church.
Well, what would they ranch? What are some good, like, well, there are cattle and, but what would be some, what do I want to, what would be some critters that would be in the desert that are also lore centric.
Scorpions.
Oh god. Oh god, now.
You asked.
We got giant desert spiders out there. We got a whole herd of them. They
Right.
broke loose.
No,
We need somebody to go catch them.
Nope. I will 100%. Nope. Mm-mm.
I don't do
Rattlesnake.
spiders.
Little rodents that crawl underneath or that dig holes underneath and stay cool under the ground. Come
Well,
out
I'm
at night.
thinking though, like if we don't want to do cattle ranchers, we need something bigger than little rodents that go underground.
And we could go with gorgons, the big metal bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll
absolutely. Gorgons would be good.
Okay, we have a gorgon rancher. Let me actually make sure that is what they're called.
Hey,
Leave it
are
alone.
Jinn real things? Is that something we should be worried about?
Jen?
Jinn?
Yeah.
In this world.
No, they're another one of those. In this world, they're more resided to legend.
They're a
you.
centaur rancher.
Centaurs are like people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think they're gonna be living on a
Can't
ranch.
really, yeah, that's true. You can't
Bugbear?
really ranch. They're kind of
Salamanders.
salamanders, yes.
Salamanders.
Trying to make sure I am thinking of the right creature.
Um,
Didn't have to go through
armadillos.
Are they even?
171.
indeed?
Well, like in lore, salamanders start fires, so that would be
Camels.
something that would be a very dangerous herd in the desert.
What is there to burn in the desert?
The buildings.
Well, yeah, if they're in a town,
okay.
so if they escape the ranch.
Vultures.
Is there vultures in D&D?
Good question.
Because we
I mean,
need-
we're gonna find
I'm
vultures
assuming
all
we
over
need
the
something
place.
with stat blocks. I'm assuming we need like D&D creatures with stat blocks.
Yeah. Are there camels or something like camels?
According to the list I just saw, yes.
Let's see. Salamanders.
I mean, you could just go with cows.
With
Go with what?
Cows.
Could.
Moo. Cow.
Oh, that's not what I heard. It was very
Just go with cows.
I don't want to know what you thought you heard.
I heard like cowls, like over the head cowl. That's why I'm like, what are you saying? Or it was a weird version of owl. I wasn't 100%.
Giant owls.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
salamanders
are-
are well, depending on which version. No, that's the fire snake. Salamanders are sentient.
Jackalope.
Do they have a stat block?
Do they have a
I think
jackalope?
giant owls.
22 MSY 6.22.
Let's see, what else would be a good?
They
So who would
do.
be competing against the Gorgon Rancher and causing chaos? Like, what would be the D&D equivalent to a sheep?
To a
Oh.
sheep or a ram?
I don't know what the D&D equivalent would be.
Um,
To
let's
MS.
find out. Giant goat.
And hang on, that is what Pippi is afraid of. That's a nightmare.
Yeah. What about a jackalope?
Jackalopes aren't in this world.
Ooh, dire ram.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Diorams.
would work.
They're bred by dwarves, by the way.
Of course.
So you could have a dwarven rancher. Dire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, we need names for the Gorgon Rancher and the Dire Rancher. They're both going to be dwarves, and they're brothers.
Oh God.
Oh
Okay.
dear Lord.
Okay.
Johnson and
They're
Johnson.
constantly fighting with each other.
Johnson and Johnson.
All right, what did I miss? I heard Johnson and Johnson, and they're always fighting with each other. What happened?
They're brothers and they own competing ranches. Diorams and
Gorgons.
Gorgons.
We need a name for him. Babs came up with Johnson and Johnson.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Absolutely.
No,
perfect.
one is Johnson, and the other one is John Son.
I love it.
There's a hyphen in there.
Because he thinks he's high class.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Oh, he thinks he's highfalutin. Jackalope. Okay, Fantelli says jackalopes exist, but they're just rabbits with antlers tied to their heads. However, they're like the rabbits from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty sure we've
Jackalope.
had that rabbit before.
Yes, we have.
Jackalope is a Wyoming legend.
Jackalopes are all over the place.
Yep, that would be a wild animal.
Did you hear? Old Pete got taken out by a herd of jackalope.
Someone
Is
said they didn't
herd
have the
actually
holy
the
hand grenade.
proper term for a bunch of rabbits or jackalopes?
Be worse if they were the Haragons. Actually, yeah,
Oh,
the rabbit folk.
Wait. Hold on. Haragons, but they're all either druids or clerics, and their like signature headpiece are antlers.
There we go.
There it
There we
is.
go. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's what we were missing. We were missing the church. And that's going to be it. It's going to be a bunch of the paragons that have started their own religion where they put antlers on their head.
Yep.
There you go.
See,
There you go.
And they worship the jackalope.
The great jackalope. The only one of us that actually grew antlers. Amen.
The Holy Order of the Jackalope.
I think my work partner was sick because I feel terrible.
Yeah.
And on Friday, when we moved hotels, I saw the bottle of Dayquil. Oh.
I feel the need to kick someone in the shins. Is it this person?
I also feel that need.
Don't kick me. I'm already broken.
No, you
No,
break
I
too easily
can't.
anyhow.
I technically
wrong.
can't kick him. I feel bad. He got terrible news while we were out, so that makes me feel slightly guilty. I'm
Yeah,
also
fair.
sick, so. Yeah, that was a very awkward ride on Friday. Oh, so awkward.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't give him any more lip. No more lip.
Still gonna be annoyed with him.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's something that goes without saying.
All right, I gotta take off the hat. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
And
Being as this is the
brother-in-law
Wild
is
West, I could
really
imagine. Yeah, being this is the Wild West here, I guarantee you there's going to be lots of Haragon all over the place.
Probably.
Rabbit,
I mean,
just
there were
rabbit folk all over the place.
they were definitely all over West Texas. I didn't really see any in
I see rabbits here all the time. Wild hares running all around all the time here.
Here it's just deer.
Oh, right. I forgot. I checked the hotel. I checked the bag. I gotta expense that. I didn't get much of a choice. I had to.
Johnson, what's got you all up in a bother? I had a wild hare jump up on my ass. What? Really? He's taking off. He's outside the city.
I think I labeled it as travel incidental.
All right. I think we pretty much got High Noon built.
At this point, we better have it built.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think I pretty much because we got all the stuff. We've got we've got interesting characters for y'all to interact with while you're in town.
Okay, it was travel incidentals.
Another wet kind of creature here, bullywug.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
A bullywug. A frog person.
Oh, okay.
The bullywug.
I thought they were grundles or
There are two different types here. There are grung and there are bullywugs.
I saw that.
Oh,
Grung are more of the
I've got it.
chaotic aligned here, whereas bullywugs are more neutral.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Why would
I
a
like
bullywug be doing in the desert?
Being
says
very
he's over
nervous
here.
as a banker.
He works at the bank along with that other feller. Nobody can understand what he says here. We're just assuming he's being polite.
He's actually cursing you out.
1,000 curses upon your line. How dare you come to this establishment with barely a credit to your name? How dare!
And yes, you can set up an account out at the bank, so you can keep all your credits in the bank.
Good.
So you
just
don't
have to
have
keep track of them.
So you don't really have to keep track of them too much. I will try to keep that up. I actually have an Excel spreadsheet, so I can do that if you all wish to use the bank.
Nah, no worries.
However, remember, if you put your money in the bank could get robbed.
Yeah, my character would absolutely not do that. Thank you very much.
Zaz, where you going?
You mean a random rogue would do
Y'all
that?
darn varmints
What are you
done
talking
stole my
about?
money from the bank.
Well, who robbed the bank? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I don't need to do that. Okay.
The goddamn worst. No one will ever believe you. You know what? Yeah. He's already
Is
writing
Pippi
it
the
down,
only
isn't he?
fairy
He's
in
already
town?
writing it down.
Is
No,
Pippi the only?
the horse is pretty much, yeah, he is a rogue, but he prefers, petty theft.
Is Pippi the only fairy in town?
Yes, Pippi is the only fairy.
That you're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
That's because she was banished out of the. Well, she wasn't really banished. Her mom suggested that she leave the Feywild because she kept setting it on fire.
That sounds about right.
Accurate. I was gonna
Why don't
say
you move somewhere where you can't set things on fire?
High Noon is about as far away from the Feywilds as you can get.
Gets to the desert and sets things on fire.
Did you bring a mirror?
Grass.
I was gonna say you brought exactly.
There's a ring around her workshop where the sand has just been turned to glass for about a mile around.
Oh goodness.
What, do you have prisms aimed at the sun?
No, there've just been that many fires.
The sun is a deadly
What do you think's
laser.
starting the fires? That's what I'm saying.
She's an
Yeah.
alchemist.
Experiment.
Yeah.
Why don't you go outside? No. The sun is a deadly laser.
Yes.
Why don't you go outside? No. Why not? Pippi's outside.
No.
Pippi has a mirror in the sun.
There's smoke coming from her building. We don't go near.
There's always smoke coming from her building.
Exactly.
If you're lucky, it stays coming from her building. It doesn't go anywhere else.
And if y'all, when y'all decide to visit Torchwood, well, that's, I got a whole list of things that you'll find in Torchwood.
Oh, fun. Let me look at Torchwood.
I have expectations for when we go to Torchwood.
Oh.
Expectations.
I do not.
You will eventually get sent there in search of a man called the Physician.
Torchwood is. Man.
Torchwood is not too far from a sunken ship in the middle of the desert. Figure
I
that
see
one
that.
out.
I see that you have a spider next to Torchwood.
That is likely. I shudder to think what that could actually be.
Why?
Same.
The spider and the scorpions are just there for aesthetics. They're not.
Got
Okay.
it.
You
Just letting
say
you know, this
that.
is a desert.
You say that. I
Don't
have a
say
hard time
anything in
believing.
character. Say nothing in character.
I'm not in character. I am not in
telling
character.
everyone.
I am very much not trusting him when he says they're just there for aesthetic.
We know.
Never
the
believe him.
lesson. We've lived the lesson.
But if you
I am
want
the
to,
reason we have healing slap.
So.
but if y'all get down near Ironheart, or when y'all do go to Torchwood, if you want to go investigate the sunken ship in the middle of the desert, you are more than welcome to. I'm not going to explain to you how or why there's a ship sunk in the middle of the desert.
I mean, it could just easily be like, what is it that oh god, Aral Sea? The it used to be between. Oh my god, there's random ships in the middle of the desert between two countries in the Middle East because there was a sea there at one point that had since dried up. I feel like one of the countries was Kazakhstan,
maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like having a sea where they're having no longer
it's in.
there be a sea where there used to be a sea is normal.
Yeah.
Well, this has always been a desert.
That's
yeah,
why
it was
I
in,
blame Kevin.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
it
blame
was.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Yep,
it was not
looks like
too far
Kevin.
from one of the old Soviet Russian nuclear sites that they literally pretty much drained from overuse for irrigation, and then because they didn't have proper safety of their nuclear facilities, the water's highly radioactive, and the soil is still to this day extremely radioactive.
Ugh. I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I am still surprised.
This is my shock face.
Right.
Soviet Russia, where we make nukes, we do not give a care about people working on the nukes.
Mm-hmm.
You die, oh well, we've got 30 more to replace you.
Having lived through the Cold War, at least the tail end of it.
That's right. You are ancient. No.
I am.
Wow.
You're only what, 2 years older than me? 3?
2, I think.
Yeah, I'd say you're closer
Yeah,
to my age, there.
you and Allie are the same age, aren't you?
I'm 43.
I'm 45.
41.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm way older than you. I'm 48.
I'm almost
According
46.
to mindless logic, we're all ancient.
Isn't mindless 40?
41.
So you just turned 48.
I just
Yeah.
turned 41.
Speaking of that, happy
Yeah.
late birthday.
Thank you.
That's not what I want.
Oh, man, that's something. No, just for shits and giggles, we're going to add Thentali.
Huh?
There's going to be a big game hunter who's coming into the desert to hunt the giant scorpions and giant spiders, all that. But he's going to have Russian accent.
Glares at
Oh.
mindless. Why are we glaring at mindless?
Because I think
Because-
Thentali is older than I am.
Ah.
Thentali, do you want to state what race you want your character to be and what they look like, or do you want me to decide?
I make no apologies. I make no apologies, Thantali.
I believe currently I am the youngest on this call.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
The hotel in McClintock doesn't have a name, and that makes me sad. I also
was
now
like-
want to watch that movie too.
That's like when we were going up to Pennsylvania for my grandmother's funeral.
You're
and we were
right.
trying
It
to get the
doesn't.
address of no. This is legitimately funny. We were trying to get the address for the graveyard, and they
Weird.
couldn't give it to us. No one in town could give us the address for the graveyard because it's just a cemetery. It's over on Route 5.
Yeah, small town.
Where? Where on Route 5?
Exactly. Like I called the florists. I called the non-emergency police number. None of them could give me the address for the cemetery.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? Since Thentali wants to live dangerously, he's going to be a gnome.
I like it.
Gnome big game hunter.
Very
Wait
nice,
a minute.
Tully.
Where's the rest of you?
Have fun.
Yeah, Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania is so tiny that the cemetery did not have an address 10 years ago.
I believe it.
Jeez.
Welcome to small town America.
Actually, technically, I can be buried in small town New Hampshire if I wanted to, because we have a family plot up there. Different branch of the family, but we have the paperwork anyways.
Most interesting.
Yeah. We're also the only ones that go to visit the grave.
I told my children to cremate me and then put me in a thingy so I can be part of game night.
In a thingy? In an hourglass?
Yes.
An
Oh
hourglass.
my god.
I do not
I
want
love
to
it.
go Night.
Okay. No. Okay, that is perfect. That actually is perfect.
All right, so Thentali is the gnome big game hunter that y'all will eventually meet. I am here seeking most dangerous game.
What is that most dangerous game?
The game of love. Sorry.
For
Right,
most-
I'm
being-
swallowing.
for most normal people, Monopoly. For gnome, it is giant spider.
No.
You know what? I'm not gonna tell him.
You're not going to tell me what.
Oh, shoot. No. we can't.
You'll find out when you get out there looking for him. Funny thing is, we come back about 2 months later here. He's got one. He's got a giant spider on a pallet being drug in by a team of horses. It's curled up. It's dead. And he's got the goo-covered spear to prove that he killed it.
Whatever you do, don't lick spider.
You licked a spider.
You licked it.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Of course it doesn't work.
Oh, can it be a team of centaurs that drag it in instead?
Oh, that could work too. You just want the centaurs, don't you?
I'm also like desperately trying to put in my time from last week because I forgot to do that. And lockout is tomorrow. Now,
Just
like,
because of
definitely do
Artemis's
that.
constant need for centaurs.
Hold on, I'm just trying to make it chaotic. There is no constant need for shit.
Centaur flirt.
Yep.
There's going to be a centaur that just specifically flirts every time he sees Siri.
You've done this to yourself. You've done this to yourself, Artemis.
Recording
in progress.
Sorry. That was mute.
Artemis, you've done this to yourself. I can't help you now. I think she's froze out. Nope. Nope. She didn't froze out here. She's gone. She's gone.
What? We need a name for the centaur.
I'm partial to bobbin. I don't know
Bobbins?
why. Yep.
You cannot use bobbin. You can't use bobbin. There's a flashback to another campaign. I do not need no bobbin.
Okay. No bobbin. No bobbin.
She can run back.
She's got wireless headphones, dude. She's coming back. She can hear us.
I know, but it was hilarious. She just come running.
You
back.
don't want to use Bobbin
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
for many reasons.
You
He got me
good?
sick, and now I have the lung capacity of an asthmatic cat.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. I didn't even grab a bottle opener.
Okay, what should we call the centaur? We can't go with Bobbin. McClintock.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
McClintock.
George W. McClintock.
There you go. George. Hey, George. How's it going?
GW for short.
Sorry. The way you crashed back into the scene. I'm sorry.
Tantali, please tell me you clipped that.
Please tell me you clipped that, Tantali.
What did I miss?
You missed Artemis coming crashing back into the scene here after we tried to name a character Bobbin. She
Not Bobbit?
no, not Bobbit, Bobbin.
Yeah, I had an NPC in another campaign called Bobbin the Goblin, and I can't do it again. Nope.
Oh, you were that Bobbin. Okay. Never mind.
I'm trying to like not cry from laughing. And I'm also very sad I don't have a bottle opener. That's okay. How do I not have a bottle opener up here?
How do you not? Okay,
disappointed in myself.
I have a belt buckle that doubles as a bottle opener. Come on now.
Oh.
Get on my level.
I don't really generally need a bottle opener. Just saying. Just turns out
Excuses.
a Beta doesn't do twist tops. I didn't know that when I bought it.
Okay, place it on the corner, on the edge of your desk. Hold it tightly and just gently pop your hand and pop the lid.
He's not wrong. It does
Every
work.
time I have tried to do that trick, I have ripped the hell out of my hand. I don't do that. Also, I like my desk. And my desk is wooden. Cheap wooden.
Very cheap. So yeah, it's gonna get torn up pretty bad.
Oh man.
Congratulations. The panic was real. Okay, and if for some reason Fantali didn't clip that here, I'm clipping it later on. I'm going through the VOD and I will clip it.
He said he'll have.
It'll be
We'll get it
around
after
the
the stream.
130 mark.
Yep.
All right. Oh.
Just got to look for Artemis spazzing out and then running all the way back. Like full sprint.
All right. Let's see.
So just because of that, now we have to name somebody Bobbin.
She will kill you. She will
I know
find
she
you.
will. I know she will. I'm joking. I'm joking. I know you can hear me. I'm not. I'm actually joking. I'm actually joking. Okay. I don't actually mean it. I'm not even telling King about this. Okay. Come on now.
All of a sudden, we have an immortal lich that pops up whose name is Bobbins.
No.
That
Turns
way,
out
Siri can
that's
just keep
about
killing him
it.
over and over and over.
Your pocket tool.
You don't
Well, actually,
you don't want that name for many reasons.
turns out that was a freebie from the Hurricane Conference that I forgot was downstairs. So now it's going to be upstairs on my desk.
There you go.
You know, what happened to that lich? He's on his respawn timer.
Who killed him this time? The same person who kills him every time.
That could be funny, as if you carried the head of a lich around that you just anytime you get that sometimes you use it for therapy, other times you use it to take out your aggravation, which means you technically kill it and just wait for the respawn timer.
Oh my God. Why does that sound like the chaotic good barbarian from Dungeon Soup?
Oh, see, I was
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
of it's
That's
not what I
the
was
key.
thinking. My brain went to Buffy first season when we met Dracula for the first time, and she just kept staking him and then stood there and be like, "Do you really want to reform right now?" That's what my brain's going to.
Yes.
Oh my
I mean, that would
God.
be hell of an intimidation check.
Maybe I do kill you. Let you reform and then I kill you again.
She
Oh,
burnt the
maybe
rest
he'll
of his
grab
body,
it
so he
here.
can't reform it. But he can keep because she didn't burn his head. His head just keeps coming back to life because she never destroyed the phylactery.
Phylactery. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you, bud.
So anytime he starts getting a little too out of hand or just for intimidation, she pulls him out, shoots him. What is that supposed to do? Just wait 10 days.
Ow! What was that supposed to do? I will do
Whatever you do,
the
please
old
don't throw me
Skeletor.
again, please, master. We need to hit it with something heavy. Got a head. Whatever you
Like
do,
a certain
please
phone
don't,
call
please
between
don't throw me,
Dean
master.
and Lamara.
Please don't throw me. I don't want it. No. If I had a stomach, I'd be throwing up.
Oh my gosh, you good.
The chaos continues.
I flew. Why are you asking that? Being like, where did you go on this? I was flying from Williston to Denver. I use Google Timeline an awful lot when I'm tracking where I'm supposed to.
Or no, better yet, his respawn timer isn't 10 days, it's 7 days. That way, she can shoot it and like just look at somebody. 7 days, and then just walk away. What's going to happen in 7 days?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we gotta throw the ring into this. I'm fine with that.
Seriously, don't worry about it. Whatever happens, happens. You can't control it. It's going to happen.
Really? It only took me 8 hours to get home on Saturday?
Jeez. Not bad, actually.
No. That's with a layover in Denver. As a layover in Denver, where I had a 30 gate difference instead of the normal 60 gate. So I counted that as a win.
That is a win.
As well, you should.
Yeah, the Denver airport is massive.
Yes, it is.
Thank God I don't have to change terminals.
Yeah,
just-
right?
Ugh.
Yeah, the flights to New Orleans are usually, except for this flight, in the teens. And my gate is usually getting in the 80s.
I'm guessing you're in the B's, right? Yeah, if you're going to
Yeah, I'm in B.
North Dakota, it's in the 80s. It's downstairs,
Yeah.
right?
Sure. I know I'm in Terminal B, and I have to go all the way up to the 80s to go up to the
Yeah,
small.
you go down. You have to actually go downstairs because there's the little tiny puddle hopper planes that go to the
Yes,
small airports. Yep.
correct. Yeah, you're right.
Very
I have
familiar.
to go downstairs to get to them.
I
don't
fly to
know
Wyoming a
where,
lot.
But coming
All
back,
right.
I didn't have to. Coming back, I got sent into the normal terminal. So I was like, sweet.
Yep.
No
All
way.
right. Before we end this stream, before we create any more chaos, do we actually want to add the the undead lich head that comes back every 7 days that Siri keeps on her at all times?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh
Yes,
my
we
God. Your own very
Yeah,
personal
she's a bounty
Mimir.
hunter. She's a bounty hunter that never lets shit go.
And
She
who gets
doesn't
to,
let her
and-
core get away.
Yeah, who gets
As
to
an
call her?
Okay, what is his name?
Oh crap. Okay, hold on.
Her very own Mimir. Oh, good Lord.
I think we're about.
Um,
You okay, Beth?
we need a name. Oh,
What do you
Lord.
need? Kalpus, the ever enduring.
Can we call him Cowlick? Can she call him Cowlick? Like
You
the
can
actual
call him-
name is
Yeah, you can call him
Galpus,
whatever.
but she calls him Cowlick.
Yeah. Let me put it in the private chat here real quick here. The how I spell it here.
Yes, but she's not going to pronounce it that way.
Yeah, of course
That's
not.
gonna be
Why,
part of the
why
argument.
would she?
No.
And yeah, every time you quote unquote kill him, he comes back in 7 days.
That's fine with me.
There we go. There you go.
Like I said, that's one hell of an intimidation check.
Ow. Ow. Why would you?
And yes, I just realized that I did AKA known as, which is a redundancy. Give a girl a break.
Yeah.
She had a flashback moment earlier.
You don't have to worry about a thing. Just be sure and get a clip of that here so you don't forget.
About me running away?
No, about the Cowlick I was talking about.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. I'm actually going to put that on my character sheet now.
What is it? He was a bounty that you tried to collect, but unfortunately they didn't want to pay, so you just kind of have him on you.
No, I'm going to say this is a personal vendetta.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, this is a personal vendetta where not so much a bounty, but like something she did.
How dare you? Let me go.
Although he was called Kalthus the Ever Enduring, and he was an undead lich, he wasn't really good at the whole evil lich thing. Like he tried, but like he tried to burn down the entire farms, but managed just to set like a bucket of water on fire somehow.
Cowlick is her arch nemesis.
There you
But,
go.
like, that's essentially what they say. It's not actually, but
She is my
this is my
arch nemesis. She is my arch nemesis. I could never, ever. Wait, what are you doing? No, put that down. Put that.
He tried to use a spell to to blow up to make Ciri's head explode, but instead it just gave her a bunch of tangles that she had to brush out.
Oh, and she never forgave him. Never.
Like, he's really bad at being.
Yeah, no, that was an absolutely never forgave moment.
Although
That's
he does
when it
come
became-
handy sometimes. He'll threaten you.
became
I'm going
personal
to
at that
turn
point.
that goblin inside out, and it just turns her underwear inside out and makes them.
She's a Leonin. All her hair is just fur. So, like, tangling fur is severely uncomfortable.
Ugh.
Yeah. So she never forgave him.
I have done the most diabolical thing you could ever think of. I made their underwear shrink one size.
Oh God damn!
That sounds like something we'd see on what? On
He's just a
on
bum-
Punky.
He's a bumbling lich. How did he become a lich?
Total accident.
By accident. By accident.
Did
Just
the
like-
did,
Got
the,
the information from Kevin.
did the
Oh,
did the
God.
god of liches just simply come up and say, "Yep, you're a lich now"?
No, Kevin told him how to become immortal like Kevin. Not telling him exactly how Kevin became immortal because he's married to death. so
Of course.
he told him to do this, this, and this. So he tries to follow what Kevin does and accidentally turns himself into a lich.
Oh God. It's perfect. You got somebody who'll watch your back here, even if he is trying to inadvertently get you killed here and bungling it entirely all the time.
This is the perfect time for me to set her on fire. Next thing you know, the enemy's person like, damn it, I missed.
Oh, or he's also like the bards from Monty Python, where he's like, remember that one guy you killed? What was his name? Bumbling whatever. Danger whatever. And just like constantly reminds her of that, and that's how she kills him. Just every time. Like, can ignore him for the most part until he brings that up, and he's like, nope. See you in 7 days.
You remember that time we marched up and down the square?
Wait a second. Is that a Monty Python reference?
Yep.
That's meaning of life,
Sergeant
isn't it?
Major walking up and down the square.
Yeah, that's Life of Brian, isn't it?
No,
Meaning
it's
of
from Flying Circus.
No, that's from one of the movies.
Yeah, I think they did use it in one of the movies as well.
I think it's Meaning of Life.
I think so.
It is one of those jokes that they have that they will use because it's funny.
I just very specifically remember it from one of the movies. Apparently, Monty Python's coming to New Orleans. Not Spamlot, which is also coming to New Orleans, like them themselves.
We are going to march up and down the square. Sergeant Major, I have a dentist appointment.
Yep.
Oh, so let me guess. You want to go to your dentist appointment? Get your teeth fixed? Yes, sir. All right. Off with you.
That would mean you'd have to go see Three Fingered Joe.
Oh God.
Every night at exactly 11:30, you see Three Finger Joe marching up and down the square. What does he do?
Using that exact accent, but that's the only time he uses that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has himself a perfectly good cowboy accent here, and then all of a sudden slips into proper British.
And no one understands it, but just accepts
Like
it.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Could not possibly be me, sir. What on earth is he saying?
I'm saying you all need to get information. We are going to march up and down the square.
What do you mean we need information? We have the information.
You have
Not
information?
information, formation.
I don't. Are you going? Are you having another episode, Joe?
Episode? What do you mean, episode? We are going to march up and down the square?
Well, you go right on ahead and do that. I'll stay over here and make sure nobody bothers you.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
Quick, run away while you have a chance.
Run away!
All right. Let's end this chaos show. All right, Thantali, don't forget to clip that. You definitely need that so
Or
I can
someone.
post it as a short on both YouTube and.
That's
and-
Nemesis.
All right.
Yep, just me running away.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.